The top 10 things you need to know before buying Caridina shrimp. Let's discuss some tips before buying Caridina shrimp. Welcome everyone. This is Ray from RW Aquarium Pages. I'm here to share my journey in planted aquariums, shrimp tanks, and everything in between. Caridina shrimp, also known as crystal shrimp, bee shrimp, or Taiwan bee shrimp, are popular among aquarium hobbyists for their beautiful colors and unique patterns. However, buying Caridina shrimp can be a daunting task, especially for beginners. Here are 10 tips to help you choose healthy and happy Caridina shrimp for your aquarium. Tip number 1. Research the species. Caridina shrimp come in many different colors and patterns, so it's important to research Caridina shrimp that you're interested in before buying. They require stable, specific water parameters that can be slightly more difficult to care for than Neocaridina shrimp, which are the cherry shrimp. There are a lot of patterns and colors that are relatively stable compared to 20 years ago, but some of the newer crosses and patterns can be more sensitive due to inbreeding. Tip number 2. Choose from a reputable seller. I typically try to buy locally bred shrimp from high-quality breeders. If that type is not available locally, then I'll venture off nationally and then internationally. If you're importing, aim for higher quality versus cheap shrimp. Make sure to buy from a reputable seller who specializes in Caridina shrimp. Check the reviews, ask for recommendations from other hobbyists to ensure that you're getting healthy and high-quality shrimp. If you can visit the breeder, that'll be the best to view the shrimp in person. But if they're elsewhere, ask for photos and videos of the whole colony. If you're going for higher grade, check to see if the patterns of the colony is consistent, and if you're looking for spider legs or solid legs, verify that also. Ask for photos and videos of the exact shrimp that you'll be receiving. Tip number 3. Check the breeder's water parameters and compare it to yours. Caridina shrimp require specific water parameters, so make sure you check the parameters of the seller's tank before buying. The ideal water parameters for Caridina shrimp is a pH from 5.5 to 6.5, a GH of 4 to 6, and a KH of 0 to 1, and a TDS of around 110 to 130 parts per million. It doesn't need to be exactly to 1 part per million, but it should be close within range. For example, some breeders like to use 88 Amazonia as a substrate, and that drops the pH down to about 5 to 5.5. If your aquarium's pH is at 6.5, that's quite a big difference. You'll need to properly acclimatize the shrimp, which I'll mention further. Tip number 4. Look for active and healthy shrimp. Observe the shrimp in the seller's tank to ensure that they're active, healthy, and free of disease. Look for shrimp that are swimming around and eating and no signs of lethargy or illness. Check the tank to see if there are dead shrimp. You can ask the breeder or the shop to feed the shrimp in front of you and to check if they gather around the food. If the shrimp doesn't attack the food right away, they could either be full or sick, so observe carefully. Tip number 5. Check the size and color. Caridina shrimp can come in different sizes and colors, so choose the ones that appeal to you the most. Make sure to check for any discoloration or abnormalities in the shrimp's appearance. For example, the short skirt on the shrimp's shell. Typically aim for small juvenile shrimp as they adapt better to different conditions better. Adult shrimp also don't ship as well. Tip number 6. Quarantining the shrimp. Quarantine new shrimp for at least 2 weeks before introducing them to your main colony of shrimp. This will prevent the spread of any diseases or parasites to your existing shrimp. Also, if the store breeder is getting new imports, make sure that they have been quarantined and don't buy straight from the bag. This is a major factor for cheaply fresh imported Neocaridina shrimps rather than Caridina shrimps, as those can be grown in dirty outdoor ponds with diseases. You won't want that in your aquarium. Tip number 7. Acclimatize the shrimp. When introducing the shrimp to your aquarium, make sure to acclimatize them slowly to the new water parameters. Check the TDS and the temperature of the shrimp in their bag. Gradually add small amounts of aquarium water to your shrimp's bag or container over a period of several hours. I typically use the drip method, which uses an air line with a valve at the end and the water drips about 1 drip per second. I typically like to drip acclimatize for 6 to 12 hours, depending on how different the TDS is. I don't normally check for the pH. Tip number 8. Providing hiding places. New Caridina shrimp can be shy and like to hide if there are predators or if the male to female ratio is off. So make sure to provide plenty of hiding places in your aquarium. This can include plants, rocks, and driftwood. Tip number 9. Feed a varied diet. Caridina shrimp require a varied diet that includes both plant-based and protein-based foods. Although they mainly eat biofilm, offer them a mix of shrimp-specific pellets and blanched vegetables just like zucchini or spinach. I typically don't feed the new shrimp for 3 to 5 days to allow them to get used to the environment. Tip number 10. Monitor the water parameters. Monitor the water parameters of your aquarium regularly to ensure that they remain within the ideal range for your Caridina shrimp. Make adjustments as necessary to keep your shrimp happy and healthy. Typical parameters that Shrimp Keepers measures is a TDS, as it's a quick reading to check to see if your tank is off. To be more accurate, it's best to use a GH test kit, as TDS can also measure other things other than your GH in your aquarium. Make sure your aquarium is not only cycled but mature in age. I'll be doing a video later about this topic between the differences between cycled and a mature aquarium. You should also keep an eye on the ammonia levels and the nitrate levels if you're losing a lot of shrimp. By following these 10 tips, you can ensure that you choose healthy and happy Caridina shrimp for your aquarium. With proper care and attention, your Caridina shrimp will thrive and provide endless hours of enjoyment for years to come. Typically, my Caridina shrimp start to breed and to be buried around 4 to 10 weeks of being introduced to my tanks. I'm curious to know if you have any other Caridina shrimp buying tips for shrimp keepers. Let's discuss. I absolutely love sharing my experiences, success, and failures with everyone. It's just so exciting to document my journey in planted shrimp tanks and share it with others. Stay tuned for more informative videos, as I've got plenty of content in store for you. Thanks for watching and listening to my rambles. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome day.
Thanks for watching.